Awesome.
Okay, hello everybody. Rachel Onchain here. I am here today with Smoke, the COO of Own the Doge, and I have my own little Doge here. And he's just a puppy. His name is Bodhi. I got him recently at an adoption event. He's a little bit shy today, maybe a little sleepy, so I'm gonna put him down. But yeah, I just want to bring up my Doge to say hi. One sec. Okay. Yeah. So, Smoke, I would love to chat more with you about, who you are, how'd you get into the on-chain space, and how you first heard about Doge. I will share a little bit of background here, though. I am on the Miggles team, and we had our first call, and, I had OX Force from Miggles telling me, like, Rachel, this is like, you have to connect with Smoke. You guys have so much in common. One of my other team members was like, yeah, you guys are totally doppelgangers. Like, you're both bullish on community, hosting events, like doing all these fun things. So, Smoke, I'm so excited. I feel like on our first call, I really just felt that instant synergy with you. So, thank you so much for coming up today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So, okay. First question, can we just go into who you are? How'd you get into the on-chain space and how you first heard about Doge?
Yes. So I got into crypto in 2017. I started working in crypto in late 2020. 2021, I started getting more heavy into just kind of maxing out my Discord servers, 200 at all times, like just trying to really like figure out what's happening here. So a few things I tried. I was an early adopter of Decentraland, which was like a metaverse platform. I tried out a website called BitClout when it first came out, which was kind of like a predecessor in some ways to Farcaster, and a few other different projects that I tried. DLive was one of them, which was like a streaming service backed by crypto that's still around now. And that's actually where I met this guy who is the head of Doge Pound. So we became friends there. So as time goes on, I got into Solana, ETH, Tezos, cross blockchain, like just trading, collecting NFTs, and then eventually kind of alpha hunting, trying to find the best of the best. And then I tried to derug this project, and I was scouted by somebody from Pleaser or Own the Doge, who found me there. And that's where I started my relationship with Own the Doge. And I've been there for 3 years now. So exciting journey.
Well, that's amazing. So for our listeners today, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you won't be able to see this, but what I want to do is open up their Twitter account. So I'm just going to share my screen real quick here. You can see this is the Own the Doge Twitter account. So yeah, I'm curious, Smoke, if you can kind of go over like what are some of the major points or major things that Own the Doge is doing, and what is the differentiating factor between Dogecoin and Own the Doge?
Yeah, so basically a little backstory would be we purchased the Doge NFT in an auction via Pleaser DAO, which is the DAO that started our project. And we acquired this NFT that was minted by the owner of Doge at Suko Sato. So it comes right from the source. It has that provenance. Once we acquired that NFT for about 4 million, a little bit over that in ETH, we fractionalized it into Dog token, which is our governance token. So from there, we're on 7 different chains, and we do a lot of wild and crazy stuff in the realm of Doge. Many people and projects that we run into mistake us for Dogecoin, because many people got introduced to Doge through either Elon Musk or seeing Dogecoin trending in various places. We love the Dogecoin Foundation. We love Dogecoin holders. We're Dogecoin maxis, but we are not the same project. We're totally separate project that's based upon this NFT that we acquired and fractionalized. And, since then we've acquired the IP for the Doge image as well through our relationship with Atsuko. So that's kind of like been very important to us, and the thing that we're working on now to try to bring Doge into the future and bring Doge where she's never been. A lot of people don't know, but Doge is actually a female dog. So most people think.
Since we're on the topic, can you tell us about the origin of the Doge meme? I mean, this has been around forever. For those of you listening and watching, I mean, I'm sure you've seen the Doge meme. So let's go over real quick the origin of the Doge meme and how long has it been around? And can you tell us about the original Doge dog, who I've just learned today was a female?
Yes. So the meme kind of appeared as a photo in a blog that was posted by Atsuko in 2010. So that's the first time that we saw this infamous Doge meme, and that was on a blog by Atsuko. A few years later, in 2013, the meme itself went viral. So we're looking at, I guess 11 years ago or so. And,
wow.
Since then, there has been like all kinds of amazing things that have stemmed from this image, whether it's Dogecoin kind of being inspired by that funny, amazing dog to use that as kind of their logo. And there have been like a lot of other movements and groups that have stemmed from just this silly, amazing meme. So yeah, really excited to be part of it. And then, of course, you have the actual dog. So a lot of people don't know the story of the dog. The real dog's name is Kabosu, and she recently passed away. She lived a very long life, almost 19 years. So she passed away a few months ago.
Wow. Oh my God, that gave me chills. So yeah, it looks like the Doge meme dog has passed away. This looks like it was on May 24th. Wow. What a beautiful dog though. Oh my God.
Such
Aw.
a beautiful dog, such a magical dog, and beautiful story. She was adopted. They were. It was like a puppy mill situation, and it very possible that she was about to be euthanized. She was saved by a woman named Etsuko Sato, and the day that she saved her was the day she chose to make her birthday, and that is November 2nd. And she lived a very long life, very happy life. She has a statue in her honor.
That's amazing. If you're watching this on YouTube or on Twitter, this is the Doge McLaren here. It's infamous. It goes to a lot of different conferences. I was at let's see, I believe it was a consensus side event, and I was there as a speaker on a panel. And this car was there parked on the property, and they had so many dogs there. This car gets around. It's very much at conferences, like you can see it in Denver. And it's kind of become like a symbol of the Doge community, right?
Absolutely. And the owner of that car tragically passed away about maybe a few weeks ago, and she was very young and she
Wait,
was very well
what?
known. Yeah,
I've
like
met her. Oh my
Julia
God,
Love.
this
Yeah.
giving me chills. I did not know that. That's insane.
Yes. So her name is Julia Love. I don't know if we'd be able to bring it up. I'm trying to see. If you go to the Own the Doge X page, you'll see recently I posted her. There's actually a GoFundMe that was created recently for her daughter. So she left one daughter. So they created something just for like an education fund. So I've been spreading that around. Most likely our DAO is gonna, so if you scroll down a little, I think it's somewhere.
Okay, I'm gonna keep scrolling down. Tell me when I get there. And by the way, if you're listening to this, we're scrolling on the Own the Doge account to look for a post right now.
There, see me there, see her?
Oh, wow. Okay. I remember meeting her. I've seen her several times. This is blowing my mind right now. She was such a fun person.
She was an amazing person.
If any loved ones are watching this, we're sending our condolences to you. And for those of you that want to, be a part of paying respect to Julia's legacy, can you tell us a bit about the GoFundMe here, Smoke?
Yeah, so I have confirmation that it is in fact from her stepdad and her mom, so I know that it's legit. And when it was sent to me, I got that verification, but I realized, yes, she has a young daughter that she left behind. So that's mainly in that photo you see there, that's Rin. So basically the whole fund is for her daughter. Yeah, it's really sad because she was like the light of the Dogecoin community. She came to Doge Day with us. She was very pivotal in the planning of the Doge statue. So that's why I kind of thought to mention her.
So for those of you watching, okay, I'm going to share this GoFundMe page in this episode, YouTube, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast. You will see the link in the description for the GoFundMe. And condolences to the family, any loved ones watching this. We're so sorry for your loss. And thank you, Smoke, for drawing attention to that.
Absolutely.
Okay. From here, I mean, I can share my story about Doge. I actually don't know if I'd be here without Doge, believe it or not. Many people don't know this. That was my first investment. When I heard Elon Musk talking about it on Saturday Night Live, that was the time that I got in. I was like, all right, I've been watching crypto videos. I've been learning. So let me see what this is about, right? And I think for many of us, the memes are an entry point to the space. Fun, and it's a joke, and it's a meme, and it's funny, right? And you can just get involved and rally around a community. So I did that, and that led me to do more and more things throughout my Web3 career. But it started at that entry point with Elon Musk, Saturday Night Live. So for many people don't know this about me, but yeah, that was my first entry point to crypto. So yeah, Smoke, I would love to hear from you. Like, at what point did you realize this was something you wanted to be a part of?
Like if crypto in general, like I was actually like a Litecoin maxi back in like 2017. I thought, cheaper, faster, Bitcoin, at the time. And also I saw a lot of potential, of course, with Bitcoin and Ethereum as well. Those were like the only 3 tokens traded on Coinbase at the time. If I recall, it was literally just Ethereum, Bitcoin, Litecoin. So there wasn't much there. And that's when I like realized this is really cool. What is this? I heard people talking like in the industry I was in about crypto and Bitcoin and like the future. So after that, I decided eventually just to start looking into like different things that were backed by crypto, doing some more research. And then, like I say, just dove headfirst into different projects. I did a lot of collecting and trading at one time. And then at a certain point, I was like, okay, I've learned a lot. I know how to run Discords. I got a lot of kind of different skills within the industry. And I was like, I'd love to just help one project. So went from, a project I tried to help D-Rog that was on Solana, then ended up at Own the Doge. And this was almost 3 years ago. And then kind of fell in love once I was there. I realized, Doge is such an amazing meme, has such like kind of powerful, joyful connotations. There's not a lot of negativity or polarization around Doge. It's really very like everyone can be part of the Doge community. It's fun. It's happy. It's a happy meme. And I think I loved that vibe.
And the fact that, so it's based off of a real dog, and that story is celebrated within the Dogecoin community. So I think that's a beautiful thing. And another piece of this too, I mean, the fact that it's a wholesome meme, right? People come together and celebrate this dog, and it's fun, it's inviting, it's welcoming, it's wholesome. I actually don't hear anything negative about the Dogecoin community. I mean, I see people like you who are just veterans in the space, like all these amazing people coming together in this community. So, I mean, it's honestly a really beautiful thing in my eyes. And I can see why you're so passionate about it. So Smoke, can you tell us a bit about your origin story, like how you got into the on-chain space? You said it was Litecoin. Was that your first kind of opportunity dipping your toes in the water here?
Yeah, I would say so. Like I always had like a fascination with doing things online. So like I did started a lot of startups in the e-commerce realm, like Amazon FBA back in the day, fulfilled by Amazon. There were a lot of companies that were starting and taking advantage of Amazon shipping to all your worldwide clients. So I did, a good amount of those companies. And then, I just naturally started to gravitate toward kind of the crypto, but also the NFT space. I loved the fact that we had this like artistic renaissance that seemed to be happening, especially in 2021, where people just were respecting and loving art for art. Now, after this, once people started to heavily speculate and the market crashes and so on, it gets more convoluted and people can get kind of disturbed and want to leave the space because it's all about price go up, price go down. But I think that there's a strong love for art within this space that really I find powerful and I find very inspiring. That kind of drew me into the crypto realm.
Thank you so much for sharing. I mean, we're so lucky to have you in the space. I mean, you really seem like just such a mover and a shaker. Also, I want to comment on your adorable PFP. So it looks like a little sprout creature riding a Doge over a rainbow. Can you tell us a bit about your PFP today?
Yes. So this happens to be Magic Eden's logo called Emmy. And then this happens to be this awesome Doge drawing of Doge that was done by the Magic Eden and Ledger team. And this is actually the image that's going to be on the Ledger that we released with both Ledger and Magic Eden.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Is there anything on the Magic Eden X page that kind of shows this? If I were to scroll?
Yes, there will be.
Here we go. Own the Doge. Okay. Tired of your plain Jane Ledger? Me too. You're in luck because we have a limited edition collectible Ledger Flex, only 10K ever, created in partnership with Own the Doge. Only Magic Eden wallet users now have a chance to win the Flex, so download the Mew right now. Okay, so can you kind of tell us like how folks can take advantage of this and like where we're at? Because it sounds like there's only a limited amount of these. Like, how do folks actually get their hands on this limited edition Ledger?
Yes, that's correct. So there are going to be some different ways. I know for sure that the attendees of the Crypto Carnival party that both secured their ticket and showed up at the door are going to have some kind of exclusivity with like kind of a first chance. There's going to be some kind of like early buyers phase. And then there's going to be like a VIP pre-sale and a sale. So I don't know how much publicly I can say as to when, where, but I would say follow Magic Eden, follow Own the Doge, follow Ledger. We're going to see quests and we're going to see different ways where we can get involved over the next couple of months. And then right around Doge Day, which is going to be November 2nd.
I can't wait to unpack Doge Day.
Yes. So like, within some weeks around that, you're going to start hearing a lot more, put it that way. But I don't think we have all the dates final, so I don't want to
No worries.
jumping
Yeah,
on.
I mean, we can just share what we can right now. I want to ask you about Doge Day. So, is there anything I can pull up here, like any resource from Own the Doge that I can show?
Yes, if you check out our website, ownthedoge.com, and then I think it's /Doge-day, or you'll see a button there on the site that you can click.
Awesome. Let's dive into the website. So ownthedoge.com. For those of you listening, I'm pulling up the website right now. So okay, so let's talk about Doge Day.
So we are heading back to Tokyo, specifically Sakura City. This is where the original Kabosu, the original dog, and her owner Etsuko actually live in that general area. So what we did was, I think it was about a year ago now, we crowdfunded 100K from the Dogecoin and Ethereum communities, and we built
Mhm.
a statue. So that was the first official Doge Day. We went down there, we unveiled the statue that we built. We did it in collaboration with Etsuko Sato, with the mayor of Sakura
Mhm.
City. So we worked with like the government officials to make sure everything was cool. Unveiled that statue, unveiled the first International Doge Day, which our DAO commissioned. So we have like a real holiday we created for Doge on Doge's birthday, November
Oh,
2nd.
that's so amazing. That's beautiful. This is going to be such a powerful Doge Day. Wow. Such wow.
Yeah, it really will. Even in this video we're watching now, like in it, I'm sure shortly or soon we'll see Julia, who gave a speech. She was on the bus with us. She was there for the statue. So it's like,
Oh.
it's surreal, because of course, like I say, we lost her. But the thing is it's really cool because we're actually making a Doge documentary. So all of this footage is going to be in the
Oh.
documentary, including Julia. And Julia is basically the star of the documentary, believe it or not.
Wait, so is this the little like I haven't heard anything about this. Is this alpha being dropped right now? I haven't heard that anywhere.
Yeah, it kind of is alpha because we have kept it under wrap.
Wow. Wow. If you're listening, yeah. Wow. This is huge news. And yeah, I mean, Smoke, I would love to, continue supporting your mission, what you're working on. So anything I can do to help proliferate the message of Doge. I mean, this is such a beautiful story. I mean, just the work and the labor you put into this, it really shows like the quality of the film, the website, everything. I can tell it's a community that really cares. Yeah. So okay, we went over, like what brought you into the community, your origin story. We talked about, the original Doge, her owner. So I really kind of want to circle back on memes, though. I want to kind of, rewind a little bit, zoom out, and let's talk about meme culture, why it's important, and why it's something that's really taken flight in the on-chain space.
This has become like an entire like an entire new explosion of philosophy when like this whole memetic movement that's been happening. And the discussions around memes have been high level. So I should have some of the stuff written down because it gets pretty trippy. But yeah, basically, as we all know, memes are hyper viral. What I consider multi-dimensional ideas. So you have a photo, you oftentimes have words, or expressions or ways for an image that oftentimes does have words, can be conveyed like across the world, basically. And especially when it's just
Mhm.
an image and you don't even have to deal with the words, which may be in one language, the virality is insane. So the Doge meme is a great example. You have billions of people who recognize this dog. It's the most famous dog in the world. You could be in Africa, you could be in Australia, you could be in LA, and you're going to have people, a large majority of people that recognize this amazing dog. And the feelings that are elicited from seeing these types of funny, silly images or things that have just gone super viral. And I think that I
Mhm.
like to think that memes are the celebrities that the people choose. So basically,
Interesting.
yeah, that's like one of my theories, I guess, or opinions, because I feel like, there's a lot of manipulation that's happened in mainstream Hollywood, where if you know someone or for some other reason you become famous, you're an actor, etc. A lot of these people are kind of installed and put there, kind of without maybe the public choosing them. But a meme, in many
Absolutely.
cases, it just goes viral, right? It's a crazy picture someone took, or a TikTok reel that they did, in their home country, and it just goes super viral. And they usually don't have a manager, and they usually didn't make, it wasn't a publicity stunt, for example, in many cases. And there's something natural and beautiful about that organic explosion of a random person or animal from across the world that has such a binding and universal component or quality to it that is just so enticing. I think for, companies across sectors are starting to see really the power of memes at a high level. This isn't just in Web3. I've seen every major brand try to get in on, hire an intern, start to talk crazy and funny on X, and post memes, right? So it's really become a real phenomenon that's being recognized on the world stage.
Awesome. Well, I mean, I love the quote. I actually just posted the quote that you shared. Memes are the celebrities that the people choose. Memes are the things that people choose to engage with.
Memes are changing the world every day because
Absolutely.
people are empowered by them.
It's a way for like a borderless expression of, whatever the current zeitgeist or collective consciousness is feeling, right? And it's funny, right? It's like we just share these jokes and spread things that are like emblematic or symbolic of our truth. There's a reason that these memes pop up and these gigantic communities, borderless communities around the world pop up. And I do want to touch on a community that I'm a big part of with the Miggles team. I mean, seeing that that messaging from Coinbase coming out with the Miggles campaign, I mean, people just rallied around it. It's like people are just hungry to be a part of something that's impactful and funny and fun, So yeah, I am curious, Smoke, if you can share a bit about like what's going on behind the scenes with Miggles, and not even behind the scenes. I mean, we're having posts go out, but yeah, kind of the collaborations that are brewing with Miggles and on the Doge, if you can touch on that.
Absolutely, yeah. Very bullish on the Miggles team. Basically was super impressed when I got on a call with all of you guys and kind of got to hear like, a lot of experience, a lot of intelligence, a lot of passion. And those are the most important things that you can have in a team. So yeah, really excited. And the fact that Coinbase had a hand in like kind of bringing Miggles to where it is now. And there's a decentralized vibe among, the whole Miggles movement. And yeah, the meme virality concept and the fact of the dog and the cat I've seen here and there, it's a powerful duo. And I think Miggles is a perfect like component or pair for Doge because there are a lot of similar ethos to the brands. Similar, there's a lot of virality. There's a lot of potential for like, collaborations across blockchains, but also across the community at large, because in both cases, we have like kind of strong ties to Base, Coinbase. Most of our holders are on Base as well for Dog Token. We have over 1 million holders there. So I think it's really cool to have like these two powerful forces come together for some amazing memes, and, who knows what could be next. I know that really the industry right now has a lot of veterans that have thick skin and didn't quit crypto like at least recently or 2 years ago. And people that are left are like really building. So I'm just excited to have like all of these really strong teams around us and communities that want to collaborate and they don't have the ego and I think that's where a lot of projects go to die, is having too much of an ego where you think, oh, I'm just going to be in my echo chamber because, we don't want to give away any of our secrets. I think collaboration, we're finding, is what's allowing us to open ourselves up to all of these millions of different people maybe we never would have come across if we had been so guarded.
Amen. Collaboration over competition. This is something that Jesse himself says. I've said this in several videos. Jesse Pollock, creator of the Base Chain, he says this all the time. Collaboration over competition. We all go further together. We're all here working on the same mission, right? To bring the world on chain, to grow this new era of the new internet, and the new financial systems that are brimming from the crypto industry. And yeah, I mean, we're all in this together. So I think collaboration just makes sense, right? I'm not into the whole PvP vibe. I think, Miggles and Doge joining forces, I mean, that's just a no-brainer. We can all go so much further together. Miggles being so tied in with, Coinbase, Base, with the Base ecosystem. I think that's going to be a powerful driver in, bringing more people together. With Doge, I mean, Doge is one of the largest, if not maybe the largest, I don't know, most globally recognized memes. So us coming together, I mean, there's just like fireworks in my head. Like, we're going to do so much. Yeah, so to touch on that a little bit more, I do want to talk about Doge Day. So for those folks that are watching here, number one, how can they get involved? Number two, are there tickets? Like, do they have to, like, what are the steps, I guess, to get involved and to join as an attendee?
Yes. So the day of Doge Day is free for anyone to attend. So a lot of local people from Japan will certainly attend. We are actually breaking a Guinness World Record on this day. So we wanted to find something
Let's
cool.
go.
Yeah, it's going to be super fun. Like, we wanted to find something cool and novel to do because obviously we had this amazing statue we unveiled last year, but what are we going to do this year? So we're going to have like a ton of dogs, hundreds of dogs. They're all going to be getting their teeth brushed simultaneously, and we're going to try to break the record for most dogs getting their teeth brushed.
Anything else on Doge Day? Okay, let's look at get tickets.
Yeah,
So let's take a look at the ticket packages or what folks need to do here.
yes. So basically, we have VIP tickets for sale. We have some different coupon codes you can use. If you use code SMOKE, I believe you'll get like 10% off. When you go there, you're going to go to a base centric website, Block Live, which is going to kind of allow you to buy with crypto, etc. But basically, what you get in the VIP package is you get 3 nights at a really nice hotel right near the park where we're going to be breaking the record rather. And that's the Moxie, which I believe it's a Marriott hotel. So that's all booked up in advance for everybody. So if you come out for the VIP, we're going to hang out on Halloween. We're going to go on like a bar crawl and hang out at all the like really cool places for Halloween, and there'll be some costumes, etc. And then on the 1st, we're hoping to have a really cool party at Knox Gallery with their partners, Super Cheap. Yeah, so really excited about that. We should be having an amazing cocktail and lunch event there with them. And then on the 2nd, of course, we're going to be breaking the record. We're going to get to meet with Etsuko Sato, owner of Doge, and her new dog, Nero, who a lot of people have seen, talked about a lot.
It looks like, wait, there's Scumbag Steve. Okay. Wait, can you tell us about the meme celebrities that are on here? Are they actually going to be there?
Yeah, well, there is actually one there that is not able to make it, so we're going to have to remove her, and that's Overly Attached Girlfriend. But as far as Bad Luck Brian, who you see in the front, 100%, his flight is booked. He'll be with us.
Let's go! Oh
he's
my
a good
god,
friend of ours. So yeah, he's happy to hang out, sign autograph, anything you want. He's a really cool. He's like a meme in real life. Like, his personality is, I can't explain it, but he's a literal meme. Like,
wait, you've met him in person?
Yeah, we're friends. Yep.
He's really, so what is he like in person?
Just like, he's like a meme. Like, I don't know. I know that's obvious, but it's like very funny. Always cracking jokes. Dramatic. Really just funny. Should be a comedian.
Does he make that face like that he's making there?
Yeah. To be honest with you, yes, I've definitely seen him make a very similar face.
Okay.
So he went with us last year. He was at the first Doge Day. And he's coming again. So he's going to be at the second Doge Day. And then we have in the back, like you said, Scumbag Steve. He will be there as well. Anybody can actually go to Doge Day, and enjoy, watch the record get broken or perhaps participate, etc. And that's totally free. And then it's really the VIP package, which is going to have like, a lot of different events we're going to go to, networking opportunities, over the 3-day period. That includes hotel. It includes all food, drinks. It's totally all inclusive. So we have about 40 people signed up so far, some of which are team and some of which are different VIPs that we had last year, etc. But we definitely have more room for a few VIP attendees to come. We have a lot of amazing sponsors on the event, but we have room for a couple more. If anyone's interested in sponsoring, it's a great opportunity for you to get your brand out there. We do have sponsorships from Pleaser DAO. Magic Eden is sponsoring the event. Bitcoin.com is sponsoring, and a lot of other really cool companies. So yeah, really excited. And like I say, we're going to have like events, after parties. We're going to have, different interesting meals. We're going to have a dinner cruise, which will be like out on the bay, 5-course meal. Really fun dinner cruise we had last year as well. And just a great time to network and get to know everybody and kind of take in the vibes. Like, last year, the vibes were unmatched. It was such a special experience to be with people from across the world that love Doge and just do only good everyday vibes, which is what a lot of people feel Doge stands for.
Wow. I love it. I mean, I'm getting excited about this. So for those of you watching or listening, I actually spent 1 month in Japan this year, spent most of that time in Tokyo, went to Kyoto, backpacked around, went to Awaji Island, Osaka, and had a beautiful time. And, any opportunity to go back to Japan, I'm super stoked on. So yeah, let's definitely pick up the conversation, Smoke. I mean, I love what you're doing.
We got to have you there.
Okay, yeah. Let's talk about it because hey, I'm always looking for another excuse to go back to Japan. I love it. Can't beat the food. Can't beat the culture. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now for those of you watching. And yeah, I do want to kind of talk about, we covered most of the questions here, but you painted a picture of what the Doge community looks like. But I am curious if you could answer this. What do you think, in a nutshell, this community stands for?
So I think we say it a lot, but definitely the concept of do only good every day, which is DOGE. That's what
Oh,
many of us feel Doge stands for, what our community stands for. We do have various rally cries when it comes to our token. Dog is backed. We say that a lot because you'll see a million meme coins out there. You don't know where they come from. In our case, our token is actually backed by the Doge meme, like IRL collectible. It's almost like an RWA. So that's a rally cry. But yeah, do only good every day is a huge one. Silliness is huge. Like, it's funny because we talked about Julia earlier. She was like a total philosopher when it came to this kind of stuff. Like, just, I cannot express it as well as she did, but there is a beauty to silliness that kind of breaks down the barriers or breaks down the walls that we put up and allows us to be able to actually feel and relate to one another without constantly overanalyzing the situation or worrying about ego, etc. So silliness is a beautiful thing. It can change the world. An interesting thing about me is you may be able to tell, I'm a pretty serious person. So it's kind of funny that I ended up like working for a meme, but it's definitely like enhanced my life in so many ways because it's allowed me to kind of get in touch with that concept of humor and not taking yourself too seriously. And it's a really beautiful
amen.
thing.
I totally agree. Well, listen, I mean, the work you're doing is just, it's so important. Memes have a huge potential to connect people in a borderless global way and make people laugh. It encourage people, to be silly. So Smoke, I know we are getting to the end of our time here together today. I do want to cover how folks can connect with you and how folks can get involved in your community.
Yes. So we have, hopefully we can put it maybe in the bio, but we have a link tree that's pretty extensive. It has like 30 links, I want to say. But to narrow it down, basically, Own the Doge on X is a great place. I basically answer most of the messages because I'm also head of partnerships. So I'm always trying to see who wants to collab, who wants to partner, because, like we were talking about, it's one of the most important aspects of a project in a somewhat niche community of crypto to be able to, get involved with as many people as possible. And so check out our link tree, Own the Doge on X. We have a really active Telegram community, so you can join Own the Doge on Telegram. Read more about our project on our website. We have a very extensive yellow paper. We're finishing up our constitution that's been in progress for some years and is finally getting the push it deserves. We have a DAO governance page. So if you go to dao.ownthedoge.com, that's where you can actually submit a Dogely idea and potentially get it funded. So we have a little process called the Bark Tank. And you can basically, so if you want to do something awesome with like, oh, I want to make a Doge, I want to do a podcast episode with Doge, in a foreign country. And, I want someone to pay for the hotel and we're going to interview a bunch of people and ask them if they know, about Doge. Anything like that, like throw your ideas out there. That's how we got Doge Day funded. That's how we made International Doge Day a real holiday. That's how we funded the Doge documentary. So the Bark Tank is an amazing way to go in and be able to actually get a grant, for something awesome involving Doge.
OwnTheDoge.com, ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching, that is the website to check out more about Own the Doge. And can you also repeat, Smoke, the website for to do proposals?
Yes, so I think we should have it on the main site, but it's basically DAO.ownthedoge.com. And that's going to be, you'll see the past proposals that have gone through. You'll see an area where you can drop ideas or, anything you can think of. Like, for example, we have an awesome friend named Tony who works with an NFT collective and a Japanese news station. He's legally blind. And he said, you know what, I'm going to put a proposal in because I'm going to walk to Doge Day. And I want to see if I can get sponsorship money and if I can get a hotel room. I'm going to actually walk 250 miles to Doge Day. As someone who's legally blind. Amazing guy named Tony. And it passed through recently, the Doge Improvement Council, which is a group of 5 of us. We passed that. And he's going to actually be walking to Doge Day. So it's going to be very exciting.
That's amazing. The deeper you go, it's like there's more and more just like magical, really inspiring stories. So, I mean, it's a beautiful community. I mean, if you're watching this, if you haven't heard of Doge, which would be very surprising if you haven't, but you can check out Dogecoin on Twitter, Own the Doge on Twitter, and get involved with Doge Day this year. So yeah, I mean, Smoke, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I know we're at the end here, but thank you so much for coming on to Onchain Media. You are one of our first guests, by the way. We're just kicking off this podcast. So thank you so much for coming on and being one of our first guests.
Amazing. Absolutely. Thank you. And I'm already a maxi about this podcast. I think you're a natural on the mic, and
Thank
would
you.
love to be back on one day with some awesome news. Thank you so much for having me.
I'm turning red over here. You're making me blush, Smoke. Yeah. Well, listen, thank you so much. And Smoke, how can folks connect with you? Let's go over your Twitter. How can they
Yeah, I
connect
have
with
this
you?
I had to use an annoying. Let me see if I can even figure out.
I was
my
looking
Twitter.
for your handle.
Yeah, it's even worse on Farcaster, but this one it's smoke_ the artist. So that's just my yeah, it's a long story, but yeah, so smoke_ the artist is my account. Yeah, definitely, friend request me, DM me. We'd love to get you involved with Own the Doge. Most of the people that work for Own the Doge were found from the community. They were just like active members who had a lot of talent and wanted to get more involved. So feel free to reach out to us if you're a project, if you're an individual, if you'd like to hear about Doge Day, if you want to know how can you help move the needle and get Doge places she's never been, please feel free to reach out to us.
Awesome. Well, Smoke, thank you so much. And for those of you that are watching, thank you for tuning in for this episode of Onchain Media for our podcast, and we'll see you on the next one.